Good evening. It's Wednesday, February 26, 2025, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time here in Champaign, Illinois, and you are watching Co-op for Two. Tonight, we are beginning our playthrough of Murder on the Moon, which is a multi-part puzzle mystery game and part of our science fiction marathon that we have just gotten started with. In fact, on Monday, I played through Unlock Waff's Odyssey. Not the, well, it did not go well. Let's just say. It's not, it probably should set your expectations here. I am not a puzzle expert. Perhaps that might make you wonder, why would I play this live on YouTube and humiliate myself? But that's what we're doing here. YouTube says 11 concurrent viewers, so I won't be making a fool of myself to a large crowd. Let me check in with the chat, make sure everyone can hear me, make sure everything is going okay. I have the air conditioner running. I hope that you can't really hear it. Let me know how the audio quality is. And then we'll do some bookkeeping and get started here. So as I said, we've been planning this little science fiction marathon for a while, and it's nice to be started here. 2 unlock games, a small one and a full one. Boy, those unlock games. I mean, I've heard mixed things. People left some useful comments on the video saying that some of the unlocks can be like that, can be frustrating, and others are smooth. Maybe I just have to play the easier unlocks. That was a hard-rated one, but that was our first over 5 bullet game. And I'm going to try not to get so frustrated with this one. I'm not sure how many sessions it's going to take us to finish Murder on the Moon. Perhaps I should say a little bit about it. Murder on the Moon is currently available. You can buy it. It's about $90. And then there's a separate Prologue that's about $15. That's $90 to the US. I don't know if that includes shipping. I don't think it does. It was kickstarted in 2024, I think delivered at the end of 2024. And in fact, the copy we're going to play is used. I did buy it from someone who finished it. That makes me a little nervous because sometimes I will complain about a game and I'm a little nervous, like, what if there's a missing piece because I bought it used and I'm complaining about the game, but it's really not the fault of the game. So I hopefully there'll be someone who watches this that owns the game, and if something seems awry, they'll be able to point it out. I don't remember how much I paid for this used or who I got it from. Maybe someone on the channel, or maybe I bought it off one of the gaming group people. I didn't kickstart it myself, though. The company that makes it, the Detective Society, is known for longer full set games. They don't do a subscription service, I don't think, like Hunt a Killer, but they sell full sets, and they're even more expensive. They're like $180 or something for a set of 6 games or so. They're fairly deluxe. In fact, I do think they have one more science fiction themed one. And I do have one other full set from the Detective Society, but this is the first one we'll be playing on the channel, the first one I'll be playing. So I am curious to see what the philosophy of this company is. So I said it'll take us multiple parts. That's because the Prologue is its own separate little thing. It's in this box, but normally you would get it separately. And then there are 3 episodes in this box proper, in this $90 box. So it'll take us more than one evening, and one of the things we have to decide is when we want to play this. One option for us is to play it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, play it those 4 days in a row. I think that might be the easiest thing to do. But there are other options. We could play it, Wednesday, Friday. We could take 2-day breaks in between. If you guys wanted to stretch it out over 4 weeks, we could do that. We'll see. There is some internet use. That's not what I look for in a game. I'd much rather not have to deal with the tablet, but I am prepared for it should we need to. I'm actually not prepared for it. I need to go get my keyboard. What else do we need to discuss? Before we get back into Murder on the Moon, let's just do a little bit more bookkeeping. I did post my spoiler-free review of The Ghosts of Brandonsbury, a cold case dossier game that we really liked. So you may want to check that out. And if you look behind me, you can see some of the other science fiction games we're going to be getting to in the coming weeks, including Escape Tales Low Memory, which I'm very anxious to play. It's the 3rd game in Escape Tales series. They don't seem to be making any more of them. I was a huge fan of Children of Wormwood, which we played on the channel over multiple sessions. Really a huge accomplishment. You can check out my review of that. And I also liked Escape Tales The Awakening, which was the first box, less ambitious but good. I've heard Low Memory is not as good, so we'll play that with some low expectations. And then I am interested in playing a Deadbolt sci-fi game. I'm surprised there aren't more, but we've picked out one, Infected, which we'll play. And then we're going to play one of the exit boxes that is sci-fi themed called Gate to Another World. And then I think we'll sneak in a Chronicles of Crime scenario as well. Maybe the one from... I've played through the 3 in the 2400 box, but there's one more that came with their Kickstarter Time Stories box, one case for each of the 1400, 1900, 2400. We'll play the 2400 one, I think. Anything else to talk about before we get started? Anything else the chat wants to talk about? Ben Dares All has joined us. Ben was helping with Ben has played through a lot of unlocks, it seems, and was giving some discussion, some commentary on the video playthrough of the Waff's Odyssey one we played. I really appreciate when people post comments on the videos, especially the live streams. Let me know how you feel differently. It makes a difference to me. I like reading the comments of people who have played these games. Even if you don't watch the video, if you've played the game and have your own opinion of it, it's nice to have it on the video, differing opinions, etc. George says, speaking of sci-fi, I'm rapidly approaching my watching of Battlestar Galactica. No spoilers. Finishing my watching. Oh, yeah, okay. I have not watched Battlestar Galactica. I mean, I've watched parts of it. I've watched scenes with Starbuck. I know who that is. But I haven't watched much of the series. I'm more of a Star Trek person. Okay, Murder on the Moon. Let's get it out here and take a look at it together. So there is plenty of coverage of this online. It's strange how some games get attention and get reviews and others don't. A big part of that is when a company sends out review copies, and it sure seems like Detective Society sent out a whole bunch of review copies. You shouldn't watch this playthrough if you think you might want to play through this game on your own. I mean, you could watch a little bit of it and see if it's for you, but there are plenty of reviews on YouTube if you want to see what other people thought. So you can see it's got some 3D stuff. I generally don't care for that. and it has internet. In fact, not only internet, it looks like you're going to be making phone calls, interrogate suspects. I don't know about that. 3 episodes, 3 to 5 hours of gameplay. Now, normally we multiply by 3, so that would give us 9 to 15 hours of gameplay in this box, not including the prologue. It is a big, heavy box. Over 5 pounds, I would say. All right, so in the box is the prologue, which is this thing here, which is sold separately, but when you kickstarted it, you could get it. And then it looks like 3 episodes broken up here into 3 envelopes. Okay, and a little welcome. All right, so we are going to play the prologue tonight. I mean, we can decide if we finish this early, we could move on to the main thing, but we should probably break it up into segments. What does it say about the prologue? Ages 10 and up, 60-minute gameplay. Okay, so that would be 180 for us. Hack into bank accounts, trace transactions, gather evidence, search for clues, contact the characters, and interrogate suspects. Secret codes and puzzles. Websites to explore. All right, so as I said, I did buy this used. We have to just hope it was reset properly. That's your warning here. Anything's possible. All right, let's go through this together. So this is from Lunavos Industries. Hello, Detective. My name is Mike Martinez, and I'm the head of the training program here at Lunavos. It's a busy old time here. The moon mission is underway. Rumors of industrial espionage are rife. And on top of that, I forgot to buy milk for the Rice Krispies. Mrs. Martinez was very disappointed. It took the crackle right out of her pop. I need your help, but not with the milk. A rocket is about to be launched, and we've discovered there is a spy in our midst. Somebody has infiltrated our training program from a rival organization and sabotaged our training rocket. It's too late to delay the launch, so we need you to find out how the rocket has been interfered with so we can fix it before it's too late. First things first, I need you to find out which organization is responsible for the sabotage. We've got some enemies, so it's hard to know who would attack us at this time. I've included a letter from Jessica Kim, our head of IT, about who's been targeting us recently. I've also included recent pictures of each of the 5 individuals on the training program who would have had access to the rocket, a schematic of the rocket itself, and a note we found which tipped us off about the infiltration. And it's been written on the back of a bank statement, and it looks like somebody has cut it up to try and dispose of it. Sloppy espionage. Send me a message when you know which organization is responsible, and I can explain the next stage of the mission. You can contact me by scanning this QR code, and then it's got a little URL there. Okay, so it sounds like when we figure it out, this is what we do. All right, so what have we got here? We've got a whole bunch of photos. Doesn't look like anything on the back. A main reveal wheel. Patent pending. All right, well, this is our first good sign. Whoever played this and sold it to me did not cut these out. Here is the letter from Jessica Kim, who we're told is the IT person. Hi there, I'm Jessica Kim, the Lunavos IT guru. I'm not sure what Mike's been chatting to you about, but our IT systems are second to none. Sure, we have the odd hacker attempt to access our servers from time to time, but they're no match for me and my protocols. Recently, we've had 3 different attempts to breach our systems. They came from the following addresses. Okay, and we can see some of these are bolded. Now, I'm guessing that looks like gibberish to you, but good news, I've invented a way of turning those addresses into standard website URLs that anyone can access. You can do it very easily using my brand new domain reveal wheel, patent pending. Now, of course, I could have done it for you and sent you the website URLs, but that doesn't demonstrate to you how brilliant my invention is. Right now, I'm trying to gain investment, so I need as many people using it as possible. And you're in luck. I've included a copy of the DRWPP, patent pending, with this letter. You'll just need to cut them out, and you're ready to reveal you. Good luck. You're ready to reveal you. If you like it, please invest. Also, I want to take on Dragon's Den. Let me know if you know anyone with an in. All right. So it looks like we've just got, it looks like it's basically a thing for Caesar ciphering, right? Like it looks like we've got A through Z, 1 through 26, a way to associate a number with a letter. So not really a Caesar cipher, but a way to associate a number with a letter. So it looks like we just got to find the right shift, and we'll be able to change these digits into letters. But let's not worry about that for now. Let's take a look at what else we have here. Got a stapled set of printouts, top secret, Lenovo's Industries, highly sensitive. Document 1, external map of the rocket launch pad, and document 2, an internal map of the rocket. This looks like the key. So do we have diagrams here? Okay. Well, that doesn't really look like maps of rockets, but let's see. Gate 1, gate 2. Okay, I guess it is. So we've got our maps here. There's the cafe. There's the entrance. And then everything else is on this list. We've got a rope bridge over at 81. A lake at 84. Okay. Pretty abstract map here. And then internal, 87, 88, 89. Refer to internal. I guess that's a submap. We have that map here. Yes, there's the internal. Okay, I see. So this is what's in here. And then rocket modules A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay. So that's all in the internal. We've got the rocket modules by letter. Okay, what are we to do with this? We don't know. We don't know yet. No obvious puzzle to solve at this point. And the last item in this prologue is this, which says found in B. Found in B. Found in 3? What does it look like to you? Found in bin. Found in bin. Okay, that's why we need to zoom in without my glasses. Okay, so this is found in the bin. Oh, this is the note that someone looked like they tried to rip up on the back of a receipt. Back of a banking statement. Back of a banking statement? Yes, there is some double-sided stuff. So I guess we're meant to reconstruct this. All right. I don't know if we want to take an early break to give people a chance to stop watching if you think you want to buy this and play it yourself. Is it just one sheet of paper? It is two-sided. Like the bottom of the letter. Looks like that might be what we've got our hands on here on the front. So we've got an account number. Dear customer, our interest rates are changing on your business account. That checks out. From the start of next month, your interest rates will be as follows. So savings is dropping to 0 and borrowing is going up. Yeah, there you go. That makes sense. Okay, kind regards, Christoph read it on behalf of the principal banking team at Principal Banking. So we've got a website and an address. We'll talk about that in a second, but Ben has a good question. What are the playing rules in the chat? No spoilers if you played the game. We can say when we have an idea, but just write it, but not just write it. Okay, so that's a great question. The rules we generally play by here is obviously if you've played it and know the answers, don't give them. We're not trying to solve this as quickly as possible. The primary goal is for me to have a good time. And then secondary is for the chat to have a good time. So in order to do that, if you think you spot something, you shouldn't just shout it out in the chat where others might see it and where I might see it. Ideally, you should just say, hey, I think I figured something out. Let me know if you want to hear it or a hint. So if you see something, you can say you see something, but don't shout it out. If we've been working on it for a while, then, and I start asking the chat if anyone has any ideas, then you're free to brainstorm. You can suggest any idea that's wrong. You're welcome to suggest it, but but I generally try not to look at the chat until I get until I run out of ideas on my own. And sometimes I'll just ignore the chat for a while I work on a puzzle, and then you guys can talk amongst yourselves. Sometimes the chat complains that I'm not taking help. I try to at least, we have spent hours sitting in silence working on a puzzle, but generally until we're ready to move on, you shouldn't shout out answers. What else? We normally do take a break early to give people time to leave if they think that they'll want to play a game on their own instead of watching it. This is one of these expensive games, though, that makes a little bit more sense to watch a playthrough rather than spend $120 or whatever. But there is going to be internet use here, so we're going to have to get prepared for all that. Why don't we take our first break early here? I'll get out the keyboard, we'll get ready. You guys can decide whether you want to stick around and join me for this, or for as long as you want. I'm happy to have the company. I'll see you in 8 minutes. All right, we're back. There's a question about Star Trek Cryptic on the shelf. Star Trek Cryptic is an interesting little puzzle game. Much better than I expected, but not perfect. You can watch my spoiler-free review of it. Jonathan is saying about Star Trek compilations based around a theme. I do not remember that existing at all. All right, back to our case. We've reconstructed this letter. I've done one of my tricks. I've got it in a little transparency thing, so it's easier to keep together and to flip around. So probably this is not important to us, but actually it wouldn't be surprising if we shouldn't be going to this website or emailing this person to find out whose account this is. But there's also clearly something on the back. Thank you for sending me the $6,528.14. I'm on track to sabotage the rocket launch. This will ensure the success of our organization. Protect, believe, discover. Well, this is pretty laying it right out there. I'm on track to sabotage the rocket launch. And you didn't do that good a job of hiding this evidence. But I'm more interested in this little thing. Protect, believe, discover. That sounds like someone's part of some organization. PBD. Protect, believe, discover. Interesting. And this is a very weird amount here. $6,528.14. What's that about? Okay. All right, so we have a possible website we could visit. We've got this map that we've got these maps. We have no idea how to make use of. Then this is the one that's most obvious a puzzle for us to work on. She says 3 attempts to breach our systems, and we can use the wheel to translate them to URLs to visit. So it feels like it's just a whole bunch. We're going to be visiting websites once we figure out how to decode this. And then, who did he say he's sending us pictures of? Everyone who's on the mission? Pictures of each of the 5 individuals on the training program who would have had access to the rocket. Okay, so we think one of these people might be our sabotage trader. Any guesses right away? Protect, believe, discover. Anyone jump out as being likely to be our culprit based on stereotypes and biases? Anyone wearing a necklace that says PBD? Not really. Okay, and nothing on the back of these. All right, I guess we should start. I don't know if there's an order that matters, but maybe we should start trying to figure out how to break this code. All right, so what are we told? 3 attempts for 3 URLs. Okay, and you can see they're all 3 parts, right? Like www.this.com or something. www. So there's our biggest clue, right? That here, the 3s are going to be W's, the 7s are going to be W's, and then here, 13s are going to be W's. And it looks like the bolding is just to help us break up double-digit numbers, right? So this is a single number, 19, a 15, a 20, and 11, and so on. Whereas this is a single-digit 9. Even if you didn't have this, it feels like you wouldn't really need that. If you look at this, you can see that these double digits don't go higher than 25. There's your clue that they're mapping onto letters. And there's our key. Their threes are going to be W's. So we could just take our Caesar cipher thing. It's a little hard to see the numbers I've written here, but actually you can see it better on screen. Okay, so if I turn it here, I can say the W is a 1, but we want to make the W a 3. So we should be able to read off this URL. Oops, why is it not lifting up? Okay, we should be able to read off this URL this way. Be easier to have a linear version of this. You can get them or print them, I should. Okay, so let's go ahead and decode this first message here. I do actually have strips. That might be it. Might be easier. Let's see if this is easier. So if we do it, oh, this is backwards. I see. That's not quite going to work for us. We'd want to do it this way. The T. Let's see if we can do it. It's like a one-time use. So something like that. What are we doing? We're simulating this wheel here, right? All right, let's see if this will work for us. Okay. Do I need this? I apologize for all the rough starts here. You've probably got it already translated in your mind. All right, www, then 19, which is L, 15H, 20M, 11 is D. Where am I? 21N, 26. Oh, what have I done here? Oh, I see. I was off by one. Okay. Maybe it would be better to just use the wheel. Okay. 19, 15, 20. M, I, N. Then 11, 21, 26. E, 21, 26. 24, 21, 20. 24, 21, 20. Minotron, and this will be calm or something. 9, 21, and 19. Okay, there's our first address, minotron.com. All right, now we're seeing the flaw of my not having a proper thing here. Now we've got to make the W's into a 7, which means we've got to cut these up again. Easier to have a little slide rule or the wheel. It's just hard to read off the wheel. What have I done? I've done something bad. Cut it off too soon. That's all right. 7s are W's. These go there. These go here. Okay. www.17G O it's an S G-O-S-Q. Is that right? Seven, 7, G O S Q. No, not Q. 18. G-O-S-H. That was 18. And then we have a 11 and 21. H, K. 21, 19, 2. I, R. 13, 25, 23. 13, 25, and 23. Ghosthacker. Ghosthacker.com? Have I translated that one right? Ghostshakir.com. Okay, and then our last one has the W as our 13. Again, it's a shame I don't have a little slide rule for this, make life easier. But it'll do. And the wheel would be just fine. I just find I have a hard time searching that wheel. Okay, W, W, W. That's our keys, lining up the W's. Okay, 9, 10, 2, S, T, L. Then 19, 23, 18. 19, 23, 18. This does not seem right. 9, 10, 21. No. Wait, it's surprisingly hard to do these boldings. Okay, 9 is S, 10 is T. Then we have a 2 and a 19, L. 19 was C. Then 23 is G. Then 18 is B. 23 is G. Then 5, 8, 23. 5, 8, 23. STLCGBG. Have I done something wrong here? I don't think so. The org tells us we're basically right. Just doesn't seem right. 2 and then 1. L, 2 and then 19. LC. 23G. I mean, I guess it's easier to just go to the website, and if we get it wrong, it won't open up. All right, well, let's try these. Maybe someone in the channel can point out if they think I've made a mistake here. So if we were keeping our to-do list, we've got 3 hacker URLs, then we've got the bank URL, and then we've got the bank email on our to-do list. Okay, well, let's go to these. Let's go to these things. We're trying to keep our eye open for anyone with Protect, Believe, Discover, PBD. All right, well, let's see how painful it's going to be to use the internet for some of this stuff. Okay. Keyboard's on. Let me give myself the best chance of not getting frustrated by bringing out the mouse if we're going to be using stuff. Okay, we'll just go through them in order, I guess. www.minotron.com. Minotron, discover, protect, believe. Okay, well, here we go. Looks like it's Minotron, discover, protect, believe. But it's interesting that the order of this one is different, right? This is protect, believe, discover. Is it possible that we've got this in the wrong order? This line here? Not really. You can't swap out. Yeah, you can't swap the order of these. So this order is protect, believe, discover. I wonder if this is someone trying to frame them then. Like, this is such a weirdly, like, is it possible, we noted with this, like, they haven't done a good job of hiding themselves. They've said explicitly they're going to sabotage. I wonder if someone's trying to set up Minotron. All right, but anyway, let's take a look at it and see what we can learn. Who are we? About us. Established by a consortium of innovative venture capitalists, Minotron is dedicated to exploiting the untapped resources of our closest celestial neighbor. We're not shackled by ethical concerns. We just want to turn the moon into our personal gold mine, both metaphorically and literally. Our mission, why settle for earthly riches when there's an eternity of space ripe for plunder? Our mission is simple, to mine space, starting by stripping the moon of its rare earth metals and exploiting its natural resources to maximum profit. Our approach, how do we plan to achieve our goals? Well, through a combination of ruthless efficiency, huge investment, and a complete disregard for the consequences, of course. We always follow our simple motto, discover, protect, believe. Again, they've got a specific order, discover, protect, believe, and it's not the order of our sabotage note. Okay, look at this. Join the exploitation. Some facts about Minotron. 92 resources mined, 1,733 millions made, 1 moons mined, and 17 days since last incident. Okay. So is there a video for us to watch? I gotta say, I am appreciating the humor in this game. Humor does not always work for me on these kinds of games, but occasionally it does. All right, let's see if we can listen to this together. I don't know if there's any audio, but we'll find out. Let me just make sure my audio is working. All right, let's see if we can play this. I'm not hearing any audio. I mean, I can see you're not hearing any audio either. I just don't know if there's supposed to be any audio. More from Giovanni. Waiting initialization. Huh? What? No, that's not part of our game. Do you think there's supposed to be audio? That's the question. Can we get captions? Turn on the, well, the audio is on. I don't think there's any audio. I think it's just for fun. Okay, let's go back. I don't I don't think that is important for us. I think, let's see if there's anything else in the menu. Our mission and our approach. Yeah, okay. I think that's it. All right, and now we're in some mobile only version. Okay, Minotron. So our big clue here is this discover, protect, believe, and whether we think this means that we found the organization who's trying to sabotage, or whether we think someone is clumsily trying to frame them. Maybe they all have discover, protect, believe, but in a different order. All right, well, let's write down Minotrons. Minotrons is discover, protect, and believe in that order, which is not the same as our order in our note. All right, let's go to the next one. The next one we got was GoShaker.com. I don't normally use Firefox. I don't. I wish I could bookmark it better. All right, well, I won't worry about it for now. Is this a real website? Whoa, look at this. Greetings, seekers of the cosmic truth. Within the tranquil embrace of the moon's gentle glow, the grandchildren of Shaker gather to honor the celestial deity of ancient lore. We're not just a community, we are a family, united in our reverence for the sacred orb above and our dedication to unraveling the mysteries of the universe. Once upon a lunar eclipse, amidst the whispers of celestial beings, the grandchildren of Shaker emerged from the shadowy depths of history. Descendants of the dangerous cult, the children of Shaker, we have forged our own path, rejecting the antiquated beliefs of our predecessors. Where they faltered in their understanding, we stride confidently, guided by the moon's luminous wisdom. Why we are different. This is creepy. Unlike the children of Shaker, we do not cling to outdated rituals or dogma. Instead, we embrace the ever-changing cosmos with open arms, seeking enlightenment through exploration and introspection. While they may cower in fear of the unknown, we boldly venture into the cosmic abyss, unafraid to confront the mysteries that lie beyond. Our beliefs. At the heart of our faith lies the belief that the moon is not merely a celestial body, but a divine entity worthy of worship. Its radiant presence illuminates the path to enlightenment, guiding us through the darkness of ignorance toward the light of cosmic understanding. Through rituals, meditation, and moonlit gatherings, we commune with our lunar deity, basking in its ethereal glow and drawing strength from its boundless energy. Following our simple mantra, believe, discover, protect. Indeed, we vow to protect the moon no matter what. It is our belief that the feet of so-called astronauts should never sully the surface of our great deity, and we will go to any lengths to ensure spacemen and women do not violate it. Join us. If you find yourself drawn to the enigmatic allure of the moon and yearn for a deeper connection to the cosmos, then we welcome you with open arms. Cast aside the shackles of conventional thinking and embrace the infinite possibilities that await you within the sacred realm of the grandchildren of Shakir. Together we shall journey beyond the stars and unlock the secrets of the universe. Remember, the moon is not just a celestial body. It is a beacon of hope, a symbol of transcendence, and the guiding light that leads us ever onward towards enlightenment. Join us, and together we shall illuminate the cosmos with the brilliance of our collective wisdom. May the moon's eternal glow guide you on your journey, the grandchildren of Shakir. Okay, this is good stuff. Now, they've got their own 3 words in their own order. This one is believe, discover, and protect. A different order from Minotron, but still not matching the note, which said protect, believe, and discover. So we are still have not found the one that matches this exactly. Although I gotta say, I'm loving this so far. This idea that we've got now a science fiction religious cult. And they've got some very weird thing here. What is that? It doesn't say Shakir. What does it say? Is it? Well, let's put this on our to-do list because we don't know what if this is any significance to us. It looks a little bit like our interior spaceship, but not really. It looks like maybe you could spell out a word by following the paths here, but I don't know. I'm going to take a little screenshot of this for us, though. Maybe we want to make a drawing of it. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't need to use that somehow. Does anything jump out at that? I guess it's a little premature for us to be worrying about it. Interesting. But I like this. We've now got a corporation that wants to exploit the moon and a religious cult that wants to protect it at any cost. Okay. DJ Moneycut says, there's a Giovanni on the upper left during the tractor video. Is it legit or not? It feels like that was just the company that made the video, and it's not relevant, but I could be wrong. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll put on our to-do list the Giovanni production company. We'll see if that's important to us. It could be. Is Giovanni one of our suspects? I don't think so, is it? No. We don't have a Giovanni suspect. But we'll think about it. We'll think about it. We'll come back to that video. I have put it on the to-do list. That's a good catch. All right, now we have our last website, which seemed to translate weird. I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't translate it wrong, but let me see if I can... Isn't there a better way? Oh, add. There we go. I've added that bookmark. Let me go back and add the other one too. Greek mythology. No, that was from our previous game. Okay, let's... I guess the other one is gone. I don't like how I can't see the tabs here, but all right, let's try this one. CBGBG. STLCGB. CGBG. What? Protect, believe, discover. This is the order that is on our note, and this is the correct URL. So let's bookmark this. What have we got here? STLCGBG. Save the lesser crested, greater breasted grebe. And that bird looks weird. It looks like he's facing in both directions. Our mission, can I zoom this up? No. Our mission at Save the Lesser Crested Greater Breasted Grebe. Our mission is to save the aforementioned grebe from extinction at the hands of the despicable human race. We need your help. Together we can make a difference and ensure a brighter future for the majestic lesser crested greater breasted grebe. Who we are. Here at the SCL CGBG, we have a very simple saying that really encapsulates our goals. Protect, believe, discover. Which is exactly what we see here. Protect. Do everything in our power to protect every last one of the lesser crested, greater breasted grebes. Believe, truly trust in our ability to save the lesser crested, greater breasted grebes and keep them alive. Discover, find new ways to stop humanity from destroying the most wonderful bird in the world. And then we have other endangered grebes. Okay. Wow, you can click on them for more information for each kind of grebe. Here's the Atitlan grebe. The Atitlan grebe, Podlomembus gigas, was a species of grebe endemic to Lake Atitlan in Guatemala, though sadly is now believed to be extinct. Once described as the world's rarest bird, the Atitlan grebe faced numerous threats to its survival, including habitat degradation, pollution, and predation by introduced species such as fish and water birds. Additionally, the lake's ecosystem suffered from agricultural runoff and sedimentation, further contributing to the decline of this unique bird species. Efforts to save the Atitlan grebe were hampered by the challenges of its remote habitat and limited resources for conservation in Guatemala. Despite intensive searches and conservation measures, the last confirmed sighting of the Atitlan grebe was in 1989. Leading to its presumed extinction. The loss of the Atitlan grebe serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of the freshwater ecosystems and the urgent need for proactive conservation efforts to prevent the extinction of other vulnerable species inhabiting these habitats. There's two good ways to contact us. Firstly, you can always summon a member of the STL CGBG by imitating the laugh of a red-necked grebe whilst in one of our territories. Otherwise, come on down to our offices and say hi, preferably by imitating the laugh of a red-necked grebe. Or you can adopt a grebe. If you'd like to sponsor one of our endangered grebes, then the best thing to do is go to our Sponsor a Grebe page and have a read. Interesting. Okay. Here's the history. This is so interesting. For decades, the lesser-crested, greater-breasted grebe has been at odds with humans. The birds have a unique mating call, which many describe as sounding exactly like a jackhammer. The birds make this call during their mating season, which lasts for 50 weeks of the year. Lesser-crested, greater-breasted grebes also smell very strongly of rotten fish. These qualities mean that small-minded people living nearby don't particularly like the lesser-crested, greater-breasted grebe. Indeed, humans have hunted the bird to the point of near extinction, meaning they now only live in one small area, spanning an area less than 6 square miles. Is that where the rocket's set to take off? For the last 10 years, we've been protecting that 6 square mile area with our lives, fighting beak and nail to keep the species alive. In some circles, our name has been dragged through the mud. We have been accused of forcing the grebes to mate to keep the species alive. We strongly refute these claims, although we have been known to dress up in grebe outfits and do provocative dances to try and encourage the grebes to get in the mating mood. If sexy dancing is a crime, then lock us up. Okay. Oh, wait. When I click this, I clicked on his head. Now that's interesting. The threat now. Can we click him and get him to give us a letter? Yes. The remaining habitat of the lesser crested greater breasted grebe is now under further threat from human activities. A nearby rocket launch pad operated by the space giant Lunavos poses a significant risk to the small and fragile ecosystem that these birds call home. The noise, vibrations, and disturbances generated by rocket launches disrupt their breeding, feeding, and nesting patterns, endangering their very existence. We propose that the only way to counter this threat is with extreme force and cunning. Orange paint just won't cut it this time. We have briefed all of our members on the upcoming plan, and the time to strike will soon be at hand. We will have vengeance for the lesser crested greater breasted grebe, and we will succeed at all costs. We will not be another case of the Elytra grebe, who we still absolutely promise we did not accidentally make extinct. Greta, the last Elytra grebe, was very old, and Jeff did absolutely not accidentally kill her in a horrible washing machine related incident, like the paper said. Okay, I also see, look, this looks like colors that are going to match these colors that are going to tell us how to arrange these letters. So I'm guessing we're going to see all of these colors on the various pages, and we're going to be able to match up these letters to get a word, something like that. You can't click on these. All right, let's explore before I start writing stuff down. All right, that is very funny. That was our history. If we go to our response, these look like our people, don't they? Okay, and there you have another 2 letters, matching colors, which are going to come down here. I guess we could do it. Let's do it that way. Let me go back to our history, which we started out with. Okay. Rather than write down all the colors, let's just make a full set of words here. So what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 letter word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And here we've got, what color do you call that? The yellow is a T. That's the 4th one. And that's the only one. And maybe that's magenta, you call that. With an F. We only have one of those. Okay. Our response. All right, before we read it, let me just do these. Okay, so we've got this color here is our first one. That's an R. Just one of those. And then it looks like our blue is an A. Looks like it's going to say feathers. F-E-A-T-H-E-R. Feathered. I'm going to guess it's going to say feathered, and that's going to be some password or something. But let's read this for our amusement. In response, I like that story about the accent. In response to this urgent threat, we have launched the Lesser Crested Greater Breasted Grebe Conservation Project. Our multifaceted approach combines scientific research, community engagement, advocacy, and hands-on conservation efforts to safeguard the future of these rare birds. We collaborate with local stakeholders, environmental agencies, and concerned citizens to raise awareness about the plight of the lesser crested greater breasted grebe and advocate for sustainable solutions that balance progress with environmental conservation. We aim to educate and inform people about the lesser crested greater breasted grebe and encourage people to fall in love with this majestic bird despite its horrendous smell and horrific mating call. Do any of these suspects have like the bird symbol on them? Like, are they wearing a necklace of the bird? Any sign that they're a member of this of this bird society. What about Cabrina's earrings? Do they match the bird? Raymond, does he have a bird pin? What about Alexis? Do her earrings look like bird earrings? Not really. All right, let's go back. Despite its horrible smell, it said. Our second, more secret approach involves more proactive techniques with the companies that threaten the territory of our sacred bird, which we know is our rocket ship. We're not going to use the words sabotage and destruction, but we certainly wouldn't not use those words. Okay. Habitat protection. We work tirelessly to secure and protect the natural habitats of the lesser-crested greater-breasted grebe, ensuring that they have safe spaces to nest, feed, and thrive, even if this means the cessation of rocket launches from the Lunavos site. Mitigation strategies. Though through innovative research and collaboration with experts, we develop and implement mitigation strategies to minimize the impact of rocket launches on the bird's habitat. Community engagement. We engage with local communities, schools, and businesses to foster a sense of stewardship for the environment and empower individuals to take action in support of wildlife conservation. Advocacy and policy. We advocate for stronger environmental regulations and policies that prioritize the protection of endangered species like the lesser-crested greater-breasted grebe. Destroy. Anyone that comes up against the grebes should be destroyed. Okay, what about this little bird? This is like the double-sided bird. That's a little hint to do this, maybe. Sign up to sponsor a grebe. I hope we can do that before we're done. Okay, let's see if feathered is going to be the word. Help us now. Your support is crucial in our efforts to save the lesser-crested greater-breasted grebe from extinction. Here are some ways you can contribute. You can donate. Your generous donations enable us to fund essential conservation projects, research initiatives, and community outreach programs. Find out more on our Sponsor a Grebe page. I wonder if we're going to be able to figure out which of our astronauts somehow are part of this club through that. Volunteer. Join us in the field. Lend your time and expertise to our various conservation efforts aimed at protecting the habitat of the lesser-crested greater-breasted grebe. Spread awareness. Share our message with your friends, family, and social networks to raise awareness about the importance of preserving biodiversity and protecting endangered species. You might imagine if this was a game that allowed random searching, that we might search for these people's social network pages and see if any of them are promoting the lesser-crested greater-breasted grebe. Together we can make a difference, ensure a brighter future for our majestic lesser-crested greater-breasted grebe. Spectacular. Okay, let's see what this guy. We've got an orange E and a purple H. Okay, let's stick those out. Where is our purple? Looks like it's right next to where it should be, I guess. It's probably right there. Is our purple. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And then E is our orange, which is right at. So yeah, it looks like it's going to say feathered. And then there should be an E here then, but it's not. It's green. Maybe it's going to be a different E. Okay. Together we can ensure majestic beauty of the lesser-crested greater-breasted grebe continues to grace our skies. Thank you for your support. We need your help to join in with our mission statement. Let's not forget to visit this. Open it up in a new tab while we finish this. Okay, oh, that's the Sponsor a Grebe page. Okay. Sponsoring a grebe through our program is a meaningful way to directly contribute to the conservation and protection of the lesser-crested greater-breasted grebe. By becoming a sponsor, you play a vital role in ensuring the survival of this rare and beautiful bird in the face of increasing environmental challenges. How does it work, you ask? Well, when you sponsor a grebe, you provide essential support that enables us to implement crucial conservation initiatives. Your sponsorship directly funds, is this going to be like a $6,400, $6,500 sponsorship? Okay, so your sponsorship directly funds habitat preservation. Your contributions help us secure and maintain by any means necessary safe habitats where the lesser-crested greater-breasted grebe can thrive without disturbance. Research and monitoring. We conduct ongoing research and monitoring programs to understand the behavior, needs, and challenges facing the grebe population. Your sponsorship helps us fund these efforts. Mitigation strategies. We develop and implement innovative strategies to mitigate the impact of human activities, such as those pesky rocket launches on the grebe's habitat. Yeah, there's our other E, and this is going to be our, oh, it's an S, so it was feathers? I thought it was going to be feathered. Oh, it's an S and an exclamation. Okay. Okay, sponsorship options. So it's feathers, exclamation point, not feathered. We offer various sponsorship packages to suit different preferences and budgets. You can do an individual grebe sponsorship and get updates on its progress and well-being. You can sponsor an entire habitat, contribute to the preservation of a key grebe habitats through your sponsorship, or you can research and conservation sponsorship, support our research and conservation efforts aimed at protecting the grebe and its environment. What you receive. As a grebe sponsor, you'll receive regular updates, stay informed with exclusive updates on our conservation projects, research findings, and grebe sighting. Recognition, your support will be acknowledged in our newsletter. If we could get that newsletter, maybe we could find one of our people is a sponsor. And you'll get the satisfaction of making a difference. Experience the smugness of knowing that your contribution is directly impacting the survival of a rare and endangered species. Okay, and then we've got our final letters, which spell out feathers, exclamation point. All right, and then we tried to sponsor a grebe. This is the sponsorship page, so that's it, huh? We can't see previous sponsor lists. That's unfortunate. Is there any other place for us to go? Seems not. Now, this isn't the original page we got to. Where's our original page? Here. Protect, believe, and discover. Okay, so they are the people matching our sabotage. Protect, believe, discover. So these are our candidates here. Then we've got these other endangered grebes, which we could read about. And I wonder if maybe one of these is going to be like, this bird is sponsored by this person. So let's take a look. We read about this guy. We didn't see anyone sponsoring him. What about a Junin grebe? Look for something that says who's chosen to, if we could find someone choosing to sponsor it that matches one of our astronauts. The Junin grebe is critically endangered species of grebe endemic to Lake Junin in the Andes of central Peru, with its striking appearance characterized by a rufous-colored neck, distinctive white face, once prominent inhabitant of the lake's marshy shores. However, due to a combination of habitat destruction, pollution, and predation by species such as trout, its population has declined dramatically. Lake's ecosystem has been significantly altered by human activities, further exacerbating the grebe's plight. Conservation efforts have focused on habitat restoration, predator control, community engagement. Conservation organizations collaborate with local communities, government agencies, international partners. Despite these efforts, the Junin grebe remains on the brink of extinction, highlighting the urgent need for continued conservation action. Okay. Who's next? We read about this guy. Didn't see anyone funding him. Titicaca grebe. The Titicaca grebe. species of grebe endemic to Lake Titicaca, located on the border between Peru and Bolivia. Small size, distinctive white face and patch, dark plumage. Various threats to its survival, including habitat degradation, pollution, and entanglement in fishing nets. Introduction of non-native fish, such as trout, has further compounded these challenges. Conservation has focused on habitat restoration, community engagement, protected species, protected areas, collaborative initiatives, local community, raising awareness. Titicaca grebe remains classified as vulnerable, underscoring the ongoing need for concerted action. Okay, no notion about about anyone sponsoring that bird either. It's looking like a wild goose chase, trying to find someone sponsoring one of these people. Okay, the Allotra grebe, once abundant in the reed beds and marshes. Unique ecosystem, catastrophic decline due to habitat destruction, and so on. Carnivorous water birds pushed this charming bird to brink of extinction, with the last confirmed sighting in 1985. Efforts to save it have got challenges, maintaining its habitat. Madagascar, extensive research has not been seen since the 80s. Leading experts fear they may already be extinct. Poignant reminder of the urgent need for habitat protection and sustainable management practices. Okay. The hooded grebe. Hooded grebe, striking bird native to southern Argentina, on the brink of extinction, just like the rest of them. Elegant plumage. Efforts to preserve have intensified. Conservationists working tirelessly. Captive breeding, despite challenges, hinges on preservation of habitat, also on international collaboration, raise awareness. The windswept lakes of Patagonia. I really thought we were going to find one of our astronauts was going to sponsor one of these birds and be credited, but I don't see it. All right. And there's no form to sign up. Once sponsor a grebe is just the sponsor a grebe page. There's no click to contact us. Can we click on contact them? No. Okay. However, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if, assume we're right that this person does work for this. I wouldn't be surprised if when we go to this site, we can log in and maybe use the password feathers. Using the account number, and I bet this person used the password feathers because they're a fanatic of this bird organization. All right, so I think maybe the next thing for us to do is try to log on to this site and see if we can't. We could also email this person, try to get information. Let's try going to this website, though. All right, so www.principalbanking.com. Sounds like a real bank. Principalbanking.com. Principal Banking. Well, there's our logo, so we're on the right site. Do what matters. Grow your money. Find out more. Secure bank accounts. Here we go. Here at Principal Banking, we pride ourselves on our secure bank accounts. We have a 100% secure record. We can read more about their customer support. We can read more about their mortgages. We can find a branch. They've got safety deposit boxes, which we could read more about. They've got Bitcoin. Oh my God, there's a lot of information here. All right, well, let's just jump right in to see if we can learn about their bank accounts. Safest Houses, we're proud to offer a range of different bank accounts, all secured with the latest technology to ensure your money is as safe as houses, safer in fact, as your money can't be destroyed by poor construction techniques. Okay, here are the different bank accounts. Basic current account. Do you need somewhere to store your money that isn't a dusty old stack under your floorboards? Then you need our basic current account. Pay money in and take money out. What more do you want? Well, we know from this letter that this person has a savings account and a borrowing account. So let's see. A reward account gives you a bonus whenever you spend money. Savings account is perfect for those who have money, don't want to spend it. We pay you for leaving your money in our bank. Current interest rate is an incredibly competitive 0.00001% APR. Okay, so this person definitely has a savings account. But now what's this business account? Multiple accounts can be held by one business, allowing you to separate your money into accounts with labels like client account or bribery account. Our business account fees are very competitive, starting at just 5% of all transactions. Okay, so this person has like a savings and business account, or just a business account with multiple underneath it. Okay, apply for one of our exciting bank accounts. Please visit one of our branches to speak with a member of our staff. Bonus capped at £9 per month. Visit terms for full details. Following terms apply to all individuals who have bank accounts with Principal Banking. We can do whatever we want with your money, and there are no other terms. Okay. All right, let's see if we can't get, it looks like branch finder and contact account would help us find this person's thing, but let's see what their customer support is about. We pride ourselves on our personal touch when it comes to customer service. That's exactly what we focus on. We may have to email this guy and tell him we need to log in, or we have to find the branch that our suspect has. We don't have large call centers filled with staff who are desperate to deal with your questions and complaints. Instead, we have a very simple system empowering our customers to speak to their local branch managers. Okay, so who is our local branch manager here? Maybe Christoph read it. Maybe we can find him here. When we first told the managers at our branches that we were introducing this system where you have to speak to your local branch manager, there was a little concern about how it would work. But after a series of mass redundancies, followed by rounds of recruitment and training, we're pleased to say that all our bank managers are now very on board with our customer service policy. Contacting your branch manager couldn't be easier. Simply look up their details using our branch finder tool. Although do be aware, due to the number of queries each branch manager has to deal with, it can take a while for them to get back to you. Sometimes it can take years. Okay, we would like to apologize for a recent spelling mistake in a letter we sent out to all business account holders. The word account was spelled incorrectly, and our company proofreader has subsequently been fired. You could say they have been held accountable. Okay. Don't see. Oh, yes, it is spelled wrong in the text. So if you look, it's spelled properly here, but not here. It seems like they probably sent it out this way and they added this website as this note in the website as a thing. Okay, let's see if we can find our branch. Okay, not find a branch in that location. Please try again. Do we know where Lenovos is? Would that help us? It's not on this sheet. Is this important? important that we know this. I mean, does anything happen if we submit something? Okay, well, let's not worry about that for now. Maybe, let's see. Contact us. That's how we got the thing about finding your branch. Okay, let's why don't we take our little break here, and then I think we'll send an email to this bank manager on this page. We haven't fully explored the rest of that website too. It may be that actually, hold on. It looks like maybe we could make progress as soon as we find the organization, and I can explain the next stage. So maybe we just need to go and tell them the organization. Maybe then we'll get information about where each of these people lives, or we've overlooked something telling us where this whole place is. We'll see. I thought that was going to be when you're ready to end the game, but maybe when we go to that website, he's going to say, okay, you found the organization. Now here's how to find the person. But let's take our break here. I'll see you in 8 minutes. We are back playing through Murder on the Moon, the prologue to Murder on the Moon, which is called Countdown to Chaos. So far, I've been very impressed by the humor, the production quality, and I appreciate that this is much more narrative and less puzzle than I feared. However, it does have a big internet component, and that's sort of where we are here. So let me catch up with the chat and let's see. The misspelling means it's a business account that would eliminate the cult and the bird charity. I don't really understand that comment. Does Minotron have any motive to sabotage the rocket? It really feels like we're dealing with the bird people. Didn't it mention in the investigation that they thought it was a rival company? No, it just mentions that they have enemies. Someone sabotaged the training. Comes from a rival organization. I don't think that means anything. Just means there's some other organization that doesn't like them. All right, so I had a couple of thoughts. First of all, we do have the account number. We have what feels to me like it could be used as a password, although maybe I'm reaching there. The website for Principal Banking, we haven't fully explored yet. We have found one page which seems like it really wants us to identify what branch we're part of in order to, I don't know. I mean, there's no pure login thing, but that's how we could talk to them if we want to get support. It seems to me, though, that we could probably get the branch by, even if this guy didn't reply to us with a form letter saying, I'll get back to you as soon as I can, Christoph Reddit's email might tell us what branch he's at, which might let us progress. So I think the thing to do now while we're waiting is go up and send a letter to Christoph here. So see Reddit at principalbanking.com. Okay. Subject, my account. Just checking. Forgot how to log into my account. What is the website again? My account number is, just give him the account so he knows we're genuine. 832-16569, it looks like. 832-16569. Reddit has 1D. Thank you. Can I edit this? I just got to remove it. See. See Reddit at principalbanking.com. Okay, thank God for the alert system. Thank you for being able to trigger my light so I could see it. All right, let's see. Let's see. Also, what name do you have on file for me? I was thinking of changing it. All right, so we'll see if we get a reply to that. It said you might take years to get a reply from this service, so we might be premature in that. All right, so two other things. The first one is I was thinking we may be going ahead of ourselves because this seems like the game might just have us proceed to the next stage by telling us the organization, which I think we're ready to do. So that's my guess. My guess is we're actually ready to move on. The other possibility is would be to search social media sites for these people to see if one of them is sponsoring and talking about the Grebe. I don't want to do that though, because I'm hoping we don't have to do that. Like, that would be a little annoying to be searching and have to need accounts on Facebook, whatever. So I'm hoping that at the very least, we're going to get information about targeting a specific person or where they are. All right, so we have not gotten a reply yet by email, so let's try advancing the game this way. Can you see this? Yes. Okay, so the guy said, contact me when you figure out what organization. Okay, Mike Martinez, here's our guy who hired us. Hello, detective. Thank you for taking this case. Let's get to it. Let me know which organization is responsible. If you need help, just say help. Okay. Now, is the chat in disagreement with me that we've locked in this? No, we know. I feel like it's definitely the birds. There's no doubt in my mind. At first, I was thinking of someone trying to frame the birds, but I don't think so anymore. Okay, so what do we call, am I on? No, I see. We're on a chat room. Okay, what do we call the bird organization? Okay. STLCBGB. Guess that's what we're calling it. STLCGBG. Okay, fine. All right, here we go. STLCBGB. The crested bird. Let's see what he thinks. I guess that's wrong. Sorry, this is no time to chat. What organization is responsible? And I thought I tried to. Does it want me to spell out the whole thing? Surely not. I mean, yeah, if we were wrong, it should know about it. I'd just rather not have to type it in. I'm trying to look for a place I can just copy and paste. STLCGBG. Did I spell it wrong? Surely it would accept the acronym. STLCBGB. I spelled it wrong. STLCGBG, not CBGB. I still spelled it wrong. This is what will get you fired. STLCGBG. Okay, somehow I had two G's in it. It's those greed activists. They've been a thorn in our side for years. I wish it was the activists who were endangered rather than the Greaves. This is a good start. But now we need to identify the individual actually did it. I think you should look into STLCGBG's finances. I found two pieces of information that might be useful. The first was just a sentence, click the cartoons, and the second was F. Okay, we've already figured that out on our own. We know that's feathers. They strike me as not the best at security. Maybe you should have another look at their website. They probably left some sort of hint on there. Yes. Message me saying logged on when you've managed to log into their bank account. Okay, so we figured all this out. We were trying to log into the person's bank account, but now it seems to be talking about, well, I don't know, at their website. It seems to be having us focus on the birds. Can we, do we know where their office is? We tried to sponsor a Grebe. Nothing is telling us. They did say come down to our office, but they didn't say where it is. If we knew where it was, we might be able to find the right branch of the bank. Come down to our offices. Have we still not gotten a reply by email? Oh, no. That's someone's real email to me. Oh, okay. We have their account. All right. So our guy is telling us he wants to know who did it. And we don't know. We don't have. Okay, well, we didn't finish exploring the bank website, so maybe we do need to go back there and see if there's more on this page. We did not fully explore the bank website. We just thought that we should probably be able to log into the account somehow. Bank accounts. That just told us about the different accounts. We think we have a savings account or a business account, and then it says to apply, go to a branch. Okay. Let's see about the mortgages. Our standard mortgage won this year's Principal Banking Award for Best Mortgage, so you know it's a great product. So are you a new mortgage customer or an existing mortgage customer? Here's how to change your mortgage. Not currently allowing any of our existing customers to change their mortgage deals, meaning you're stuck with whatever you're currently on, no matter how financially crippling it is. Sorry. Okay. What about if we want a new account? Not accepting new mortgage customers. Tough luck. Okay. How about crypto? Principal Banking are now operating a cryptocurrency brokerage, meaning that if you want to purchase any of the major cryptocurrencies, you can do so through our dedicated service. As our brokerage is new, we require potential customers to request access to our cryptocurrency services using the form below. Unfortunately, we do not have the capacity to accept every request we receive. What form? If we set contact, then it wants the branch. We don't know how to tell it what branch we're in, right? Where do you live? We don't know. We don't know where we are. Is that right? We don't have anything that suggests what city we're in or what city our person is in. All right, well, let's keep going. What have we not read? Safe deposit boxes. Are you looking to store something securely and you need to make use of our safety deposit boxes? They're unstealable as they're located in our brand new reinforced vault. You can store almost anything there. There's certain items that are prohibited. Only people with keys are your box and your bank manager. We only employ trustworthy people. You can't put money in there, guns, knives, or weapons, food, drink, plants, or anything else that can rot, or people alive or deceased are covered by 0.3. You can't put money in there. Okay, well, you could put diamonds, I guess. All right, we've explored the website, and we really think we need to get into the branch finder somehow. We need to know where this person is. Where we are, or where this whole place is, or where our culprit is. And it said we should contact our branch manager, but it did say sometimes it could take years. We do have a business account, it does say. Okay, but how does that help us? Let's make sure there's no mail that's arrived. Oh. No mail has arrived. Did I do it right? Let me just send another mail just to make sure. Principalbanking.com. Okay. Well, we could pursue that other idea of looking for social media for these people, finding one that might be talking about the birds, and they might give us what state they're in. I just rather not. This is the one I suspect, I guess. So I'm inclined. Or is there something on the bird site that will give us more of a clue? Sponsor agreed. Is there something about their location here? Our history? Anything betraying where they are located? Six-mile area of the birds, where the birds are. Yeah, where is it? What city is it in? Contact us. Come down to our offices. Yeah, where are they? Where are your offices? Hmm. Um, is there any other place that mentions where we are? How about this map? Might there be like a information about the area around us on one of these maps? Cafe. Hmm. I mean, if we run out of things, we can search for social media. Okay, Jonathan says, what about searching? Let me check in with the chat here. Okay. can we find our actual space company? Okay, let's try it. So, Runavos Industries. Let's see if we can. Oh, okay. All right. So here's our first. This is our first little discovery of the rules. I guess we should have known about this website because we've got our person is contacting us from there. Let's see. Creating the world's first habitable space base. Learn more. Our history. Univos has grown from the brainchild of one pioneer to become the most important space company on Earth. One man's dream. As a child, Johann Wolf, our founder, dreamed of exploring the stars. He knew humanity's future did not lie on Earth. However, Johann recognized that as the poor son of a senior software engineer at a major tech company, there was little he could do to achieve his dreams. This could be for the main game, by the way. Let's keep in mind. So let's just quickly scan this. Major tech company. We'll probably end up reading this later when we play the proper game, I think. So Lunavos was founded. 320 billion contract. Moon, not money. I feel like this is for the proper game, not for us. I don't think this is really for us now. We'll be reading all this when we play the proper game. That's my guess. That's why I'm not reading it all now. Our history would be the one with location if it was going to give it to us. I don't even know. Do we really need to search social media for these people? I'd really rather not. All the grebes are in South America. Is that where the conservation area is? It's true. It's true. They were in like Brazil and all these different things. I mean, we could try to. It's not clear what it even. It's not even clear what a branch is. Is it does it want something like America? United States? Like we don't even know. We don't even know what kind of thing it's asking for here. All right, chat's trying to get my attention. We should double check their other web pages from the other organizations in case they mention the launch site. Are you saying you want to check the websites not of the birds, but of the other organizations because they might tell us? I guess I suppose so. Like you're saying if we go to Minotron website, then that might mention the rocket site of their rival company, which they haven't mentioned at all. Seems not likely. It's very weird because even just knowing the website, the location of the space company doesn't seem like it's necessarily the location of where this bank account branch is. So I find that very unlikely. And the grandchildren of Shakir doesn't seem to have anything on it that's clickable other than this one page. Join us. It just doesn't feel like this should have anything to do with the bank account of the birds. Whereas this one keeps telling us to come down to their local office. Feels like when we spelled out feathers, but we don't know what to do with that, but we think that might be the web account. Maybe we need to reread what that guy told us again. You should look into their finances. Okay. 2 pieces of information. First was a sentence, click the cartoons. The second one was that, which we've already decoded as feathers. You should have another look at their website. They've probably left some sort of hint on there. So I think that's saying that the hint about this is on their website. So I think we might be finished with that. Message me saying logged on when you've logged into their bank account. So our whole theory about what we're supposed to do next was right, that we're supposed to log into their bank account, which suggests that we are on the right track. We're not getting an email reply from this bank manager, though. So it feels like we're on the right track at the bank account. It's got to be something else here. That's a hint. But like, no matter what we put here, nothing seems to do anything. Could not. Not find a branch in that location. Let's try some of the specific locations mentioned in the birds website. Maybe we could log on to any location where they have birds. Just weird that they're not whilst in any one of our territories. Maybe we need to go and just put in any of these territories. What does this thing here say? We need your help, who we are. Like, maybe we just need to pick one of these locations. Like, maybe we just need to put in Guatemala or something. Okay, no hints, please, Philip. No hints, please. I know you're trying to help, but we don't. That's no hints, please. So could we just go to put in one of the countries where the birds are? No. Is there a way for us to directly log on? Oh, log in. Hold on. There's a login page. There's a login page. Why did we not see that? Has that been here the whole time? It's not in this navigation. For some reason. But actually, if you go up to here, all of these places here are in this list. But let me see, did we even read this? Yes, we read this. Okay, so it's not in the normal menu, but in this menu, there is a login. Okay, that's weird. That's weird. Okay. That doesn't make any sense. It should be at the back of that page too, but okay. So I appreciate not wanting to see me get angry and rage, but this doesn't do it. These things don't make me rage. It's the puzzle stuff that does it. This stuff I could look for hours. All right, so that's a little bit of I would call that a bug in the website, that login link isn't on the main list here. Like, here's the navigation. It's duplicated here, except it's missing the one login. All right, but now we can proceed. We know the account number, 8321659. What you could do here, I'll do this, and we think we know that the password's going to be feathers. We figured that all out on our own. Do I want to save it? Yeah, go ahead. All right, here we go. Okay, checking account, $21,000. Check each transaction to expand for more information. Okay, it seems like we are in the bird main account. All right, so we're gonna look at these in a second. Let me just talk to Philip Campbell for a second. What would be great for people who have played these games that we're playing, feel free to write that you can give us a hint if we ask for it. That would be the best thing you could do, and that would be appreciated. That way, if we really get stuck and we need a hint, we could ask for it but don't just give us a hint without asking. And I guess if we really needed help, we could go to this website also. It looks like this is their integrated help system. We could type help. All right, but we have found and we've logged in. All right, so we could now go back to that website, Mike, and tell him we've logged in, because he said, when you've logged in, let me know. But let's explore this on our own a bit. So we were told the bribe amount here, which was this amount here, right? 6,528. So here it is. Outgoing, save the lesser crested bird. So let's see if it says who it's for. It's an internal transfer, and it just gives us the account number. Okay. So they sent the saboteur this money. Doesn't have a date. But we do have two accounts. So we've got the account of the birds. This is the Birds account, 569, and now we have the recipient's account right there. I think this is going to be the account number of our saboteur. What, do they have additional payments? Yes, here's another payment. It looks like to the same person, if I'm reading this right, that this is the recipient. So they've been paid another $2,000. Now, wow, they got 30,000 in. And that's our same account number. Maybe that's not what I think it is. I mean, here's the account of the checking account. Oh, someone has given them 30,000, but it's that same account again. Mini drone. Acoustic monitoring. Or drone. Partial refund as damaged following collision with bird. Conservation supplies. Coming home to roost incorporated for nesting boxes. So this account, AN. So I guess we're just going to tell this guy what the account number is, but is it a little odd that it's the same account, if we're reading this right, 30,000 in and then 2,000 out and 6,000 out? It's a little strange. Maybe this isn't what the destination, because I don't know why they would get money from the same person that they're sending money. Okay, well, let's go give this guy the information he needs. Okay, tell him when we're logged on. Okay, we are logged on. Excellent work in getting into their bank account. Right now, we need to know which of our 5 people is responsible for the sabotage. There must be a way to see from these bank accounts which one of our individuals is working for the Grebes. Message me when you know their name, when you know. Okay, so that's lovely, because I thought it was just going to tell us. But now it's not. So apparently we have to figure this out. Now, how are we going to figure this out? We're into the accounts. We can see what they're spending their money on. They've got money coming in, $30,000. Can we log into this account? Do you think it's going to be the same password? Shall we try logging on to this account? Uh-huh. The operations account. Okay. There's the 30,000. They're transferring money. 9943. That's a new account still. And then 20,000 out to yet another account. But here's our 2 payments. And that's our payment to our saboteur, which is yet another account. No. Oh, what's this? Payment in, payment out. So they've transferred money to the operational account here. And then they've sent it out to the saboteur here. $423. Then they've sent them some more money here, $423. And then they've sent them 20,000 more here. They've just paid our saboteur $20,000. Is that right? And is that the account we want to get into? 23. Let's see. $80,000 from this account. Is that their savings account? 569. That's the business account that we've already gotten into. I don't know what that account is. 659. That's our business account. In from the business account and then out to our saboteur. Let's try this account. Here's the covert account. Okay, here we go. All right. So the covert account, Daniel's PI, they paid to do an investigation. They took 30,000 from their operational account. Then they got money again from the operational account. Then they sent $25,000 to this account, internal transfer. But here's our saboteur payment to this account. Is it going to let us open this? High security consultant. And they got 20,000 from one of their operational accounts. 2,000 to this 478 account, which is different from this account, which is the one we really care about. Now, what's web wisdom? 12,000 for cyber surveillance. Is it gonna give me information about this account? Oh, they're just moving money between all these different accounts. This is so cool. All right, look at this. Okay. So they transferred money. This is again from our covert account into the dark account. And here it is going out. This is going to be our final account showing who got the money. Let's see. Let's see what else. They paid $10,000 to CM Cook for wet work. They sent dynamite. They bought dynamite. They bribed Senator Hunter Beaker. They got some money in to the dark account. They paid $2,000 out to this account. $10,000 in for a misunderstanding. CM Cook. That's not any of our people. Phonehacker.com. They spent $200 on it. Here we go. Payment out. We got another account here. At some point, are we not going to be told what? We're not going to be able to access these accounts? Current account. This is our person. This is going to be our person. This is going to be the saboteur's account. All right, let's see if we can figure out who it is then. They've gotten their $6,500 bribe in payment for saboteur. Okay, let's retrace their life and see what they're doing. 3 pant repairs, dry cleaners. Does that mean it's going to be, well, I don't think that tells you whether it's a girl or a guy. Let's get our people out here. Let's see if we can figure out who it is based on their bank account spending. Glasses would be helpful for eliminating someone. Do we have glasses somewhere? Yes, optometrists. I think that's going to rule out Yan Meng. And if we got jewelry, that might rule out Goodwin, although he's got some earrings. Eric doesn't look like he wears jewelry. Any jewelry? Foods, gasoline, Speedy Dine, hair boutique. Okay, there's Raymond Goodwin out of the picture. Average jewelers. I think that's Eric Huang out of the picture. Brighter than white dentistry. Okay, look, Alexis does not have the best teeth. I think just from looking at this, we've got our suspect. She's got bright white teeth. She's got hair boutique. Although she's drinking coffee, so maybe she would need tooth care. All right, let's not rule out Alexis just yet. Brighter than white dentistry, army surplus. That does not sound like Cabrina is an army surplus type of gal. All right, I think we've got Alexis needing teeth whitening service that doesn't work that great. But let's take a look at more details and see if we can see if someone's got some blonde coloring in their service or something. Okay, let's see. So belly buster, so she's an eater. Gasoline, farmstead groceries. She went to the gym. She bought pills. She's got glasses. She likes her cafe macchiato. Crotch damage refund to the dry cleaner. Cut and color hair. Yeah. Look, she's like a brunette, but she's got blonde coloring in her hair, maybe. And dry cleaner was for 3 pant repairs. Okay. Where did we go? So she went and had her hair cut and colored. Groceries. She's got earrings. There's her cafe macchiato again. She's taking the bus pass. Final laser teeth whitening payment. She went to the army surplus and she got her burger again. So, is there any question about who it is? We know they wear glasses, so it's not Yan Meng. And Yan Meng doesn't look like the burger hair coloring type. Either does Eric, doesn't have hair coloring. Either does Raymond. And Cabrina doesn't look like she's having some hair coloring either, although I suppose you could argue that they're having their hair darkened and cut. They both have earrings. She's got very good looking teeth. She's got coffee stained teeth. But could you argue that we're looking at someone who's had the whitening finished and so should have perfect whitening? But I think This one is more likely to wear the army surplus clothing, right? Jonathan says I lean more towards Cabrina. It's a little odd here, actually, isn't it? That, look, this person is going to the Speedy Dine for the Belly Buster burger, but also to the farmstead for groceries? Should that be concerning us? She's going to the gym, but she's going to the burger joint and the grocery, and she's getting a bus and gasoline. There's something fishy here. There's like two people. What's fishy here? Like, why are you getting a bus pass and gasoline? Why are you going to the burger joint and the health food store? That's weird. What's she doing at the pharmacy? Pills. She's going to the gym. She's getting gasoline and she's getting a bus pass. Something's very fishy about that. Why do we look like we have contradictory people here? Hmm. Dorf says, no, you just deserve a treat for sticking with your diet. It's true. It would not be crazy for the same person to be are we jumping to conclusion about, like, let me just see something here. She got the payment from this account. Like, we know that that's the saboteur's account. So I don't want to, there's no reason to think this isn't the saboteur's account, but they did have some other payments. I just wanted to see if we could access the other two. 18392. This is our saboteur. Just want to make sure that we can't check out the account of that person they sent $2,000 to. No, that's not the one I want. I want the. Oh, that's where we are. No, I just want to back up one step and see if we can't see the other account. So who did they pay this money to? I want to see. I didn't think we were going to be able to access this, but let's just see if we should care about this. Oh, here's someone else they sent money to. Huh. So if they're paying someone else at a similar time than they're paying our saboteur, a different person. Very strange. Like, why is this just filler information and they're paying someone else to sabotage something else? Or is this somehow related to our case? Now let's go back to our main culprit. 832188392. Okay. So Jonathan was saying because this person had their final treatment, he leaned towards the person with the good teeth. I don't think that's logical reasoning, though. But Dorp agrees as well. But then you think that Cabrina is having her hair cut and colored? You think it's darkened, like she's coloring the gray out? And you think that Cabrina has gotten 3 pants brought in for repair? And Cabrina is going to the average jeweler for a pair of earrings? Doesn't it seem more likely in logical life that you're a heavy coffee drinker, that your teeth are stained with coffee, and that even after your last treatment, they're not going to be perfectly white? That seems more realistic to me. But why is no one addressing my issue? And Jonathan says dry cleaner is here. Do you not see why that we have contradictions here? The same person who's going to Army Navy is going to dry cleaner. The same person with the bus pass account is getting gasoline. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. We've got it's like 2 people are being paid out of this account. 2 people are sharing this account. You don't see that? All the contradictions here? One person going to a dry cleaner, the same person, it's dry cleaner, Army, Navy surplus. Burgers and healthy groceries. Gasoline and public transportation pass. They do keep getting the same thing at the coffee place, though. Cafe Macchiato. Cafe Macchiato. I'd be happier with my theory if there were 2 different coffee places. No dates, though. She gets the gym. She gets pills. We don't have dates on these, though. Hmm. Having a transit pass owning a car is pretty common. Well, this is a very interesting moment. I think you could make a case either way. You could make a case that the laser whitening would give you great white teeth, and so it should be Cabrina. Or you could make a case that if you need laser whitening, you're not going to ever get them perfect. But why would you have, it's just a weird, that's one of these two. The cut and color seems weird to me though, like at the hair boutique, cut and color. So you're really, we're just gonna say she had her hair colored black to keep it from being gray. I mean, sure, it's reasonable. Is that how it would get billed? As a cut and color? I suppose you could say the same thing about Alexis, that she's that doesn't really look like her hair's been colored. That looks like her natural color, maybe. This woman is going to the Army Navy surplus store though? She's going to Army Navy surplus? Hmm. I was gonna say, well, what about, is this girl really spending $190 on her glasses? That's what the glasses bill is. But maybe if they're all on this astronaut team, they've all got some money. It just feels to me like we got we got charges from two different people here, but hmm. I mean, just as on a meta level, it feels like there's something we're missing, because you can see what this is meant. This puzzle is meant to do. It's meant to let us eliminate everyone. But why is it so? Why are we having such a hard time eliminating between the two of these? That doesn't seem right. It seems like we should be able to. Maybe that's the part about the white teeth whitening. Just seems like, why would you, if that's the point of this puzzle, it just feels like we should be able to definitively eliminate someone. I think Jonathan makes a good point here. It seems the issue is how to interpret the teeth whitening. We're not reading it how the designers intended. I do think that that feels like what might be going wrong. Like, the teeth whitening, maybe the designers intended to say, okay, then it must be her because she said teeth whitening. That just seems like a slightly poor thinking on the part of the designers, because it does feel to me like you could just as likely go the other direction. But I think you make a strong point that maybe it should be this one's final treatment. Okay, I think you've convinced me. I think you've convinced me that it's Cabrina. Let's take our break. Maybe our final break. We'll come back. We'll put Cabrina in. We'll see if we're right. We'll talk about the experience. I'll see you in 8 minutes. All right, we've been playing for 3 hours. We have, I think, we narrowed it down to 2 suspects based on their bank accounts. There's still a little bit of a debate in the channel about which of these 2 suspects. Feels like this is the end of this case, but let me point out that we still haven't used this stuff yet. All right. We're supposed to notify our guy, our client, when we figured out whose bank account, who is the saboteur. So let me point out why we are struggling a little bit. We've ruled out these 3 based on the spending of this account. And then essentially we've got stuff that seems to be consistent with both of them. Glasses, earrings, pantsuits. But then we've got some contradictory information that feels to me like it's talking about like it's 2 different people spending out of this account. They're going to the fast food joint, they're going to the health food store, fast food, health food store, and then gasoline, bus pass, gasoline. Weird. But we have 2 key little items that seem to be pointing towards someone. One is the hair cut and color for $160. And the other one is average jeweler and army surplus. And lastly, most importantly, brighter than white final laser teeth whitening payment of $350. So I guess I'm being torn in 3 different directions. One is this feels like the account of 2 different people. The second thing is that brighter than white dentistry. On one hand, you could say, okay, this is the person who has the super white teeth, so she must be the person who had her final treatment. The other way to look at it is here's the person who needs the laser whitening treatment. She's a daily coffee drinker, and maybe it's just that this is as white as they could get them. But I think I'm convinced that the instinct of the channel is right, that if you pay your $350 for your final treatment, this must be the result, not this. This is someone who's not yet had the treatment. All right, so I think Cabrina is our answer, but if you want to get on record disagreeing, now is your time before we go answer this guy and say what their name is. All right, do we need to have a vote? Let's have a vote. All right, vote for who you think it is. Is it Cabrina or is it Alexis? Or is it something else that you think we haven't seen? Cabrina, Alexis, or someone else? Cabrina looks like she got her hair cut recently where Alexis didn't. That's a good point. DJ Moneycut, who's often right about these things, is voting, but not always, is voting for Alexis. All right, I'm switching over to Cabrina for sure. I think the haircut is a good point. It's a pretty cute, subtle thing about the coloring question. Ben says, I'm for Cabrina. Her hair's shorter. Thorpe is another vote for Cabrina. You got to say vote and then the name. You got to start with I vote for or vote whatever. Otherwise, you won't be recorded. Someone voted for Carbina. It's okay. We can see. We can see. Why didn't it register Ben's vote? Seems like it should have picked it up. This is my little plugin that, okay, there it goes. I don't know why it didn't pick it up the first time. Might need to revisit this plugin and see. All right. YouTube says there's 15 concurrent viewers, 9 likes. Is this a good time for me to thank the Patreon supporters of this channel for making it possible for us to buy and play this game? Thank you. All right. It looks like we got enough votes. We got one holdout voting for Alexis. Fluffy Bunny has woken up from sleep to vote. All right, here we go. We're going to stop the vote here. The most important thing is to get on the record before you're proven right. Because if you say afterwards, hey, I was thinking that, but I didn't say anything, then it doesn't count. All right, here we go. I am going to say it's Cabrina Gilmore. Cabrina, I'd never have guessed her. She seems so nice. Right, no time for sentimentality. We need to know which of the rocket modules she has sabotaged before it's too late. Here's a link to her staff profile. Those internal and external maps of the rocket launch pad should help. Let me know when you know which rocket module she sabotaged. Okay, so we know she's been buying gasoline. It doesn't even say we've got the right person, but I think we have to assume we have got the right person. And we're going to use our map of the launch pad and her website. Okay, here we go. Cabrina Gilmore, security access level 1, lowest level. We've got her basic stuff. Her abilities, she's got jumping, distance, height, max weight. She can push, she can drive, yes. She can swim, yes. Can she cycle? No. What? Can she climb? Yes. Can she row? Yes. Can she ski? No. Can she lockpick? Yes. She's got a phobia of heights and cats. That's important because on this map, you'll notice there's an area with lots of cats. Okay, she carries with her normally gloves, wire cutters, and lockpicks. All right, so a lock is not going to stop her. She's got a lockpick, and she knows how to pick locks. Okay, so ladder, and she's a good climber. Locked doors are not going to stop her, and we know she's got gasoline. Rope bridge, let's look at this. Max weight, 120 kilograms. She is 74 kilograms, so she's not going to have any problem going over the bridge. There's a pit of snakes. Doesn't say whether she's afraid of snakes. Guards, security level 2, so she can't get through the guards because she's only level 1. Why do I not have a better screen for you here? There we go. No, that's not what I want. I want this. There we go. Okay. So she can't get by the guards. She can travel on the rope bridge. She can't get by gate 1 or gate 2. And she's not going to go near the cats. Narrow hatch, 46 centimeters wide. Her waist is 86 centimeters, so I don't think she can go into the narrow hatch. What about gangway is 4 meters above the ground? Not sure what that's supposed to mean. Heavy to push, 70 kilograms. Can she push 70 kilograms? No, so she can't get by B12 either. Pretty cool. Okay, let's see if we can figure out then how this is going to work. We're asked to figure out what? Let me know when you know which rocket module she sabotaged. Okay, let's figure out what we're trying to figure out. she's going to have come in through external and then gone to the center and sabotage one of the rocket modules. And here they are, A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay, now, so she's going to have come from one of these places into the center. All right. We've got entrances here, 1, 2, 3, and then a cafe. We know she does like to go to the cafe. All right, let's figure out our route. I wonder if we wouldn't be better off drawing on it. I'm not sure this is the best way to do it, but let's try. The easier thing to do would be to have scanned it, which I should have done on one of our breaks, but I didn't. So we'll have to make do with this. All right. Let's see what we've got here. So we know she couldn't have come in through gates 1 or 2 or 6. So she isn't coming in through there. And she isn't coming through there. She doesn't have security access for those. And she's not coming through 0B6 because that's more guards that she doesn't have access to. 0B5 is the cats. So she's not going to be coming that way. She's got wire cutters and lockpicks, so she could, and gloves, so she could come through the barbed wire without problem. Rope bridge, lake. She can't swim, or she can? She can swim, so she could come through the lake. All right. So she's obviously not coming in through this entrance, but she could come through all of these other ways. 0B2 is the snakes. Do we have any reason why she can't snake? She's got a phobia of heights, higher than 2 meters. So actually, 1 meter high rope bridge is fine for her. But B7, B8 is too narrow for her, and the gangway is too high for her, and the heavy to push is too heavy for her. So let's do this on the internal. I guess I need another. Too bad I didn't scan this. It would have been easier for us. The reason we should do these simultaneously, I think, is because you could come into this way from different choices you make on the external will govern. Is that right? Yes. 4 ways into the internal, 4 ways in. So we sort of need to know that. So internal, guards B7 she can't get into. Narrow she can't get into. That's B8. B9 is a ladder. She can climb that high. 4 meters above the ground she's scared of, right? So she's not going to do that. Yes, so 8, B10 she's not going to go through. Locked door won't stop her, but heavy push load will. All right. Barbed wire is not going to stop her. All right, so if we look at, if these are all the constraints, let's see. She could come in this entrance and come in this way. She can't get in this way. She could come in various ways from cafe or here and get in this way. So it looks like it's either this way or this way that she can get in. From here, I can't seem to tell. Now, that means she's either coming in through here or here. If she comes in here, she can't get into the internal, but she could, it looks like, hit F, right? Because she can get past B11, locked door. So she could sabotage F if she wanted to. If she comes in here, what? She's blocked here and she's blocked here. So that's it. It's F. Now let's trace that route and make sure we haven't made any mistakes here. She can't come in here or here because these are blocked. If that's correct, then it's only F. And let's see, that means her path brings her through here, which she could have come in here, we don't know. She'd have to go through B4, which is a lake. She could swim past the lake. And then we have her going past B11, which is the locked door. So I have her attacking the fuel tanks, maybe with some gasoline. Let's make sure we've got this internal oriented properly without any issues. Directly from the east, from the north, southwest. Yeah, it looks right to me. All right, anyone want to object before we answer this? I feel like that seems right to me. All right, what rocket module she's going to sabotage, or she did sabotage? All right, I'm going to say F. Does anyone want to disagree before I hit enter? No objections from Ben. Do I not have a chat with the screen here? Why would I not have a view that has the chat and the tablet? I suppose I have this one. I guess I have this one. This is my new view, but why do I not have a view with a better view of the chat and the tablet? That seems wrong. Do I really never bring up a screen with the tablet and chat? All right, no one's objecting. That's it. Then we're going to do it. Okay. Here we go. F is our answer. The fuel tanks. Almost there. Tell me the name of the module she sabotaged as soon as you know. Okay. Fuel tank. Oops. Transmission received. Are we gonna watch them stop it? Stop the explosion? Let's see. Why don't we hear anything? This is the second time that it doesn't seem to be playing any audio. Why is that? Do I have the audio turned off? Yes. Okay, here we go. We're going to hear it together.
Fantastic work, Detective. Our engineers have made the fuel tank safe and just in time, too.
All systems normal. Ready for liftoff.
I can't thank you enough. Any issues with the launch of the rocket would have been catastrophic, both for the individual astronauts involved and with our wider moon mission. We can now continue, safe in the knowledge that the worst is behind us.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, liftoff.
Well
The
done,
Greaves are going
everyone.
crazy.
Good work. What do you mean there's been a murder? On the moon?
Okay. Ben says the Greaves are going crazy. Congratulations. On behalf of everyone here at the Detective Society, you managed to apprehend Cabrina Gilmore and identify which part of the rocket she was going to destroy just in time. You've enabled the rocket to successfully launch and contributed to Lunavo's next step in space exploration. Excellent work. Unfortunately, as you may have heard, there has been another horrible mishap, a murder on the moon. If you're not already involved in this next case, you can find it here. So we did it. We found our culprit. That's some good teamwork here. And then right as he was ending the phone call, there was a murder on the moon. Okay, so you know how this goes. We're going to talk about this briefly, though, because we've got more to play. We've got two things to do now before we wrap up here. We have to talk a little bit about the experience, and we have to decide when to play the next episode, which will be the first of 3 chapters in the box proper. This was the prologue. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a 3-minute break, just a very short break, just to officially have a break. And we'll come back. If you've joined me for this, I hope you'll stick around and offer your thoughts and stick around to help figure out when we play the next episode. I'll see you in 3 minutes. Okay, time for some final thoughts on Countdown to Chaos, which is what we played here, which is the prologue to the kickstarted game Murder on the Moon, which is the 3-part game we're playing. This was meant to be a 60-minute gameplay for ages 10 and up. It took us about 3 hours. That's how we normally do, multiplied by 3, so that's fairly accurate. Ages 10 and up, and the main game is age 12 and up. This was rated at a difficulty of 2.5 out of 5. That seems about right. John says, puzzles enjoyable, not too hard. Lots of effort put into filling the websites with lore. Yeah, I mean, I have to say I was very impressed. I did not expect it to be as high quality as it was for this little prologue. I thought this was going to be sort of a throwaway experience, but actually it was quite fun and much heavier in narrative writing than I expected. I sort of feared we were going to get just a pure puzzle game with very little story or reading. Instead, we got a lot of writing, filling in the website with the lore stuff, and some very well done writing with a really nice sense of humor. It's the sort of humor I like, very dry, played straight down the middle, but all that stuff about the grebes, and then it was very well done. And then the tongue-in-cheek other website for the exploiting planets mining company, and then the religious, scary sounding religious cult thing. And then we had a genuine moment of the kind of deduction, mystery solving, cold case type thing that we like on this channel, which is when we went through the bank records and had a real discussion about what does it mean that she went to teeth whitening? Does that mean we should be picking the person with the perfectly white teeth or the teeth that need cleaning? And how do we eliminate people based on where they went? I mean, that was sort of classic, enjoyable, deductive work. But all the websites were done well. We didn't have to go on the internet searching for Facebook pages for people. We just were able to focus on just the websites that were created for the game. There's a little bit of a hiccup there with that login. I would think that's a little misstep. It feels like that login really should have been on the main navigation page. It would be far too easy to miss that it was only on that. But that sort of process of hopping through the bank accounts was cute. It's some combination of cute and funny. The bank account website was funny. This little video voice chat was done with a real sense of comedic timing. Very high quality, very good writing, and much more deductive work rather than pure abstract puzzles. And this little clever thing about which path, that's an enjoyable puzzle to me. And as a prologue, I have to say I was very impressed. It also bodes well for the Detective Society because I've sort of, I guess I did not assume that this company was going to match what I'm looking for. But I do love big, long games, and they've got now like 3 different games that are very expensive. It's like $180 for each of their normal games. I do have one of them already. But if this is any sign of the quality and the kind of game, then I think we might be making our way through the Detective Society. We'll see how Murder on the Moon holds up, but if it's any good, if it's like this, then we may be playing through all of the Detective Society games. It is expensive. I mean, this game itself is not expensive. This little prologue we played was $16, but yes, the main one we're playing is $90, and their other games are $180 or so. So very expensive, although you can see you could buy and pass them unused. But thanks to the Patreon supporters, we could afford to make our way through them. Pretty fun. Pretty fun. One website layout bug, and maybe the bank statement elimination needed to be a little less ambiguous. In all fairness, if we had guessed the wrong person, that chat would have just nudged us and said, no, that's the wrong person. Try again. So it's not like we would have gotten stuck indefinitely. But yeah, a little weird. But we did figure it out in the end. And I think it gave us something to really discuss. So maybe we shouldn't be complaining about that. Derek says, what are you doing in March? I'm not sure, but we will be playing some serious stuff in March. If we continue our sci-fi marathon for the next couple weeks, that means somewhere in March, probably, we'll be playing a longer game. Maybe another Detective Society game. What is the other guilty? There are only two guilties. What you're seeing there is Until Proven Guilty, the Starry Sky Necklace, which is not part of the normal Guilty series, which is there. There's the two normal guilties, Guilty Houston 2015 and Guilty Monaco 1955. And that's a separate game called Until Proven Guilty, Starry Sky Necklace, which I also reviewed and also liked a lot. So I would recommend it. Very different than the Guilty series, but quite good. And if you like Guilty series, you might check out the Masters of Crime series, which we recently played. Yeah, that was fun. All right, let's talk about when we're going to play the game proper, Murder on the Moon Episode 1. What, you guys who have joined me for this one, what's your thoughts? You want to play the first episode tomorrow? On Thursday? Do you want to play it on Friday? I guess we've got a plan. We should expect 3 more sessions. So we could play Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the next 3 days, or we could try to space it out. Can't make it work for everyone necessarily, but I'd like to hear those of you who have joined me for this one and want to join for the full next 3 sessions. What works best for you? Tomorrow works. All right. Well, I probably should just stop there and say we're going to do it tomorrow, because we can't actually do live detailed planning here. If it's good enough, tomorrow it is. All right. Well, we're going to meet tomorrow and play episode 1 then. I'm looking forward to it. Any other things we want to discuss before we continue? Before we sign off here? This was estimated 1 hour, took us 3. And the main box says 3 to 5 hours. So we might expect each of the episodes of the real one, of the main game, are actually, each one will take a little longer than this first one. Presumably, Cabrina is in jail. Do you think the murder is going to be related to this Jeeves bird, or is it going to be totally different? Same time as today. Yes, I think we'll pick up the same time, 10 p.m., or would everyone prefer 11 p.m.? What's better, 10 p.m. or 11 p.m.? I hope the moon cult comes back. Yeah, that would actually be nice to see the moon cult come back. It is interesting that they've increased the age. Is there a difficulty on this? I didn't think there was. No, there's no difficulty listed on this main box. A little odd. And it looks a little more puzzle focused to me, but maybe not. It is interesting that there's no difficulty rating here, though. All right, well, I had fun. Good work to everyone for figuring it out. We averted an explosion on this ship, but there's a murder. And I'll see you tomorrow when we start solving it.